Fight 3 tonight. Blue corner is Nicholas the Manimal Currell.
Yes, this is Nicholas the Manimal, and we're here for our second catchweight wrestling bout of the night. This is the heavyweight, the big boys. And as I said just before that little break, they didn't have to weigh in, but on weigh-in the other day, they just had a little bit of a giggle. And Nicholas weighed in at 114 kilos.
Damn.
And
that's a lot of weight in one cage.
Damn.
And as you see him walking down here, he is a big boy.
He looks very strong as well. Very strong.
Cardew Martial Arts is out of North Ipswich, down out west from the Gold Coast. So glad there's weight divisions, and I am not in the heavyweight.
I like back in the old days, you know, Les Darcy days, where it's 1919, where they just the heavyweights fight the middleweights, and
Jeez, he's a big boy, isn't he?
And in the red corner tonight, Luke the Wasp Arlt.
And here comes Nicholas Currell. Oh, lovely. Pink tutu, cowboy hat, fantastic.
hey, the girl favourite on this one.
He's from Gladstone, so he's definitely got the local crowd backing him out as he walks out in his little pink tutu and his cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best mustaches I've seen in a long time.
Well, this would be an all right outfit for old Cowboy Cerrone, I reckon.
Yeah.
Huh? One day in his time. There goes the tutu. He's had enough. Wear it up. Now the seriousness.
Cowboy hat comes off, serious face comes on.
Oh yeah, time to turn on now. Is this 10-minute round?
Yeah, this is just one 10-minute round.
Submission finish to win?
I believe so.
Yes, so I thought the last one was a pin as well, but turned out it was only sub only, so we'll see how this one goes. But these boys are allowed rotational leg locks. Unlike the first one, because they were kids, both these men
Fight
have
number
decided
3 tonight is brought to you by My Place. This is a catch wrestling bout in our heavyweight division. It is a 10-minute submission-only match.
The boys are
The
definitely...
referee is Dean Rutland. Introducing first from the blue corner, fighting out of Cardew Martial Arts in Ipswich, Nicholas the Manimal Currell. And from the red corner, fighting out of Beast Martial Arts in Gladstone, Luke the Wasp Arlt.
And Luke at that little informal, just to wrap it off, did that, weighed in at 107 kilos. So that's over 200 kilos in this cage right now.
And as we were just informed, it's sub only as well. So if there's no sub, it will be a draw at the end.
But they are allowed rotational, as you said, because both guys agree to it beforehand as well.
Going straight down for the head control, looking for a snap down.
So now, Anton, with Luke obviously being the smaller fighter, what do you see he needs to do to get the advantage over Nick, the much bigger and heavier?
Well, he definitely needs to keep his head up. I don't want to see him breaking posture. Don't allow his posture to be broken. He's got to be moving a little bit quicker. I'd like to see maybe some arm drags. Oh, some turn-offs. He's got the underhook on the left-hand side. Let's see if he can use it to gain that takedown. Obviously, Nick has I'm going to say maybe a strength advantage, just pinning Luke up against the cage. Looking for that takedown. Oh, nice little shoulder throw.
Finished it. Yeah, he's
gone to north and south, maybe looking to isolate an arm. Luke's trying to pin his head between his legs. Not really a submission position, just a bit more of a control position.
Moved in.
Straight into side control. Luke's got to be looking for that underhook on the far side, try and turn back into him. He definitely doesn't want to turn away from him. He wants to get his left-hand side close to his hip.
You'd definitely be feeling the pressure if you had Nicholas on top.
Oh, going for a knee ride.
Again,
Oh,
there
look
you
at
go.
that. Lovely.
A little bit of a turn up.
And now Luke's on top. What can he do to hold Nicholas there?
Again, pressure. He's in guard at the moment. Luke's looking to control his hips, but Nicholas is doing a very good job of controlling his wrist. He's broken free. Last thing you want to do is the person on top is have their wrist being controlled by the person underneath. Sets up for a lot of submissions. Got his elbows in. Try and break that guard.
Looks like he's trying to shuffle off the cage there as well.
Trying to keep his posture. What I'd like to see is as he sits back, Nicholas uses that to stand up, come up and break his guard and actually get out. Maybe look to stand back up again.
I think he was trying to do that just before, and
Nicholas looking to control Luke's wrist here.
Pull that arm across. Work your back.
It's sub only, so I'd like to see these guys be a little bit more creative, maybe a bit more adventurous.
Yep.
You know, position doesn't matter in these situations.
No.
You know,
Got to try and at least be a little bit of attacking. Looking for a submission.
looking for a sweep here,
Oh.
gets the sweep straight into mount. I think gone, slid him out straight back into half guard, and he's fighting for that underhook on that side.
it's always assuming that, you know, when you get two big guys and one's substantially heavier than the other, that you'll see a dominant performance from the heavier one. But
Oh, he's gone for
Try for a heel
a
hook.
reversal as he went for a Achilles. Both boys standing back up.
he using a lot of energy too, these boys.
Just under 6 minutes left in this round. Nice wrist control.
Do you think Nicholas used a lot of pressure, a lot of energy there, trying to stand back up and trying to get Luke off of him?
Yeah, definitely think he's fatigued. Using a lot more arm strength to pin someone rather than using his body and trying to generate that heavy hips. Like to see him maybe duck under, push one of those arms up, slide underneath. Or maybe just snap down the head and as it pops back up, go for a double leg or a single. I think Nicholas is starting to fatigue, so he's just trying to hang off Luke.
Yeah. Obviously, being the bigger guy, he has to probably use a bit more energy to get around.
Yeah.
Change levels.
I'd like to see Luke actually, as Nicholas tries to pull him down, actually go up and under. There we
There you
go
go.
for that single leg. Maybe kick that leg
Kick
out.
that leg, yeah.
Yeah.
Try and get him to the ground.
Muay Thai sweep there.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah. Well, we tried to. Tried to sweep. He's gone the wrong way with the sweep. Big fella. Nicholas just comes straight back in.
It's one of those things with the big boys.
I think it's just going to come down to who's got the most gas left in the tank.
Grab the legs, Nick.
Nick just kind of holding Luke up on the cage here.
The boys are definitely using some gas.
trying to snap that head down, maybe looking for the guillotine.
Even though he's gassed, Nick still has a lot of power. He just actually moved the cage a little bit then.
Swim, underhook.
But I'll give it to Luke. He's still in there, battling a heavier guy. So
I like to see a little bit more changing of direction from Luke. He's trying to go head to head with Nicholas. He needs to create that bit of an angle, circle around, try and use his head as a little bit more of a positional control.
Like the documentaries, nature documentaries, two bulls going at it.
Yeah.
Two big old silverback gorillas.
Hell yeah.
Just under 3 to go.
Let's go.
Haven't seen any really dangerous positions from either of the two, or close to subbing each other out.
Especially since they've stood up again, there hasn't really been anything, has there?
I'd like to see him change levels here and go for the leg. It's a very upper body. He's trying to snap down for the guillotine. He's doing a very good job controlling it. See how his arms come up, pop down underneath, change levels.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Nice.
That was a big slam.
Holy daily, that
Got to stay on top. Trying that underhook going north to south.
Almost tight.
Damn, that was a slam. That was a slam.
Remember, there is no pins.
Oh, dear. That's exactly why the ground game being in that, what's it called, the north-south, when the guy's got his tackle all over your face.
I think what he did there was a little bit disrespectful to his opponent.
It was a bit disrespectful, yes.
Especially when both boys are trying their hardest and they're giving it all. I think it's a little bit disrespectful, but again, I'd like to see him do something from here.
He's not doing anything.
They're definitely taking this time out to have a breather, that's for sure.
So what's Nick trying to do here, holding onto the head? Oh,
not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm trying to follow his movements. He's looking to take an arm, secure an arm here, control it, maybe look for a Kimura. If he keeps rolling, maybe look for a...
Get his back?
Take his back.
Just about a minute left in this round. He's got a little bit of time left to work.
Half guard.
There we go. I'm not sure if he's trying for a head arm. No, he doesn't have the head arm, so maybe he's looking for a rear naked, but he's going to need to flatten him out for that, roll him onto his belly, or he's going to have to switch his hips to get underneath. He's just driving his forearm into his face at the moment, trying to pin an arm. He's looking for an arm bar. Switch hips, go the other side.
Half guard, Nick. 20 seconds, Nick. 20 seconds, finish.
Like to see him isolate that arm, hug it to his chest, switch his hips, drive his left knee into his head to create a good position, maybe step over for that arm bar. He needs to try something. He's got 10 seconds.
Push that knee in, half guard.
And I think we're looking at another draw. I don't think he's getting it. Well done, lads.
That was a great effort from both.
That was a good showing from two big boys here.
100% there.
They both look pretty tired now after all that.
There's always with the wrestling good sportsmanship straight after. They know they've absolutely given everything they've got.
Given everything for 10 minutes, may as well show
100%.
respect.
That's a lot of time, man. Just sitting there, being tense and trying to win this match.
I think everything that happened in the cage went out the window as soon as it ended.
Yeah.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that was fight number 3. And with catch wrestling, as there was no submission, it is a draw. Could we get a representative from my place to present the medals, please?